Hello, my name is Sean. Welcome to The Limit, and today Ferrari unveiled the latest in the Icona series, the Daytona SP3. Now, this car is the replacement to the Monza SP1 and 2 and is the most powerful internally combusted engine ever produced by Ferrari. This car was made in tribute to Ferrari's 1-2-3 victory at the 1967 24 Hours of Daytona. And this car shares the same engine as the 812 Competizione, only it's in the mid-rear mounted position and it makes 829 horsepower. And this car is very capable of using that power with a 0-60 time set to be under 3 seconds and a top speed of over 211 miles per hour. Now let's talk about the exterior design. This car was made to pay tribute to past Ferrari race cars from the 60s, the 330 P4 being the primary reference for this car. This car has butterfly doors, but the most interesting thing about this car are the quote-unquote pop-up headlights. They don't actually pop up, they're more like an eyelid that fold into the bodywork when the car roars into life or when the lights. But not to be outdone, the rear end is actually pretty insane in itself, actually more insane compared to what's going on in the front, which is a little more subtle and modern Ferrari. This this thing looks like something out of the 80s with all the blades and what have you on the diffuser and the rear lights. It looks pretty nuts, so nuts that I can't even explain what's going on back there. You literally have to see it to believe it. And believe it or not, this car shares the same carbon monocoque as the La Ferrari. So if you're thinking this car looks a lot like a La Ferrari, then that's why. So finally, let's talk about the interior of the car. And being 1960s race inspired, it is pretty basic with blue Alcantara seats. It's basically fitted to the tub and it doesn't look like any room for adjustability, so I'm going to assume that the seats are custom built for the owner of the car. Now, of course, everything else is modern, with the steering wheel being the same steering wheel from the Roma, the SF90 Stradale, and other new Ferraris of this current generation. And I really want to give my opinion about this car, which is something I don't really do in these limit videos, but I actually do love the way this car looks. I prefer it more with the top on, and of course, if I haven't said it yet, and I know I didn't, this is a Targa top car. And, you know, it's more of a traditional styling for this car compared to the other in the Iconica series. The Monza SP1 and 2 were excellent cars, but not cars you would want to drive daily. They look more track focused, while this car looks track focused and also looks like something you could take on the road without people just gawking at you, wondering what type of spaceship car you're driving. Now, with all that said, you're probably wondering how many of these is there going to be and how much is it going to cost and where you can get one. Well, this car is probably going to be about 400 and they're going to cost upwards of $2 million. But here's the thing, these cars are already sold. Ferrari gave the people who purchased the SP1 and 2 the option to buy this third car. And the cars that weren't sold to those buyers were sold to Ferrari's most elite customers. Yeah, so it's already sold out. So with that being said, I like to bring this video to a close. So tell me, what do you guys think of this latest Ferrari hypercar? Do you love it, or do you think Ferrari is starting to become oversaturated and starting to pull a McLaren with too many special versions of their cars being out there? Let me know in the comments. And with that said, I'll catch you guys in the next one.